Hello. I've been kind of dreading this one. Stand the test of time. Win 25, then 50, then 100 games with a Fabled card in your starting deck. This one is not trivial, in my opinion. Achievements where you have to win this many times really annoy me, because if I want to get this during the expansion, I am pretty much forced to use a Fabled card whenever possible, just in the hopes that I make a single progress that game. It will take a long time. On average, across the board, 200 games per player, in fact. Well, I mean, the math gets fuzzy with the sheer number of players, but it won't be far off of that, since basically every match, someone wins and someone loses. So, anyway, there are no neutral Fabled cards. At least not at this time. But each class does have one. Personally, I only have 3 of them. Gelbin of Tomorrow for Paladin, Medivh the Hallowed for Priest, and Logash Bloodfighter for Warrior. The shaman thing that shows up in my collection is Hagatha the Fabled. Fabled is part of her name, she's not the Fabled card. Now, I've seen on the ladder quite a lot of Warlock Rafaam decks, and Death Knight Talanji of the Graves decks, and even once a Druid Lady Ashara deck where they empowered the Well of Eternity and then copied it a few times and then got one of those 3-4 Protoss charge minions and just doubled it, and one-shot me. Those all might be better options for you if you are trying to get reliable wins with your Stand the Test of Time achievement. Now, there are too many variables for me to get into a detailed wild analysis here, but I will say that I think if I were going to go wild for this, my best bet would be to try to do a Death Knight Bwonsamdi deck with all the different ways Death Knight can grant Reborn over and over. I think it would be very powerful. Out of the ones that I have, though, the one that annoys me the least is Priest. So I've basically put this into a Protoss Priest shell. I have nearly all of the Protoss cards. I have Artanis, just one Warp Gate, but then I have both of Hallucination, Photon Cannon, Sentry, Void Ray, Chrono Boost, and the Motherships. Of course, I've put Medivh the Hallowed, who silences and destroys other royal minions, into the deck, and that comes with Atish the Great Staff, which doubles healing and damage done by your spells, and Karazhan the Sanctum, which summons 2 random 8-cost minions twice as a location. Now, ideally, you can get all 3 of these in your hand at the same time, because they each have a special thing that makes one of the others cost 0, so you have to pay 10 for one of them once, and then you can do all 3 if you have them. But, of course, you can also trap yourself there, trying to wait for it, instead of just casting what you have, depending on the circumstances. I also have Chillin Vol'jin, the Hunter Tourist, in order to put some choice Hunter cards into the mix. This includes the trusty Fishing Rod, which can get Catch of the Day, and it can also get the Sentry if I have discounted the Sentry exactly once, or it can get a Void Ray if I have discounted Protoss exactly twice. And also the Birdwatching to try to get the minions that I need when I need them. I also have Resuscitate in, largely to get more Sentry triggers. The general idea here is to just overwhelm the opponent with stuff from the motherships to get the win. And then finally, to round out the deck, I have Cease to Exist, silence and destroy a random enemy minion with Rewind, and Time Machine for a random Rewind card to make progress on that a little bit. And, you know, who knows, maybe this will get me something that saves the day. But anyway, here I go. I will let you know how many games it takes me to score a win, and also I will let you know right here if the deck changes along the way.
Thunder versus Mal'Ganis.
All shall tremble.
Death, lend me your power.
Okay, the trusty fishing rod and actually also the chrono boost are things that I definitely want to see, and I do not want to see the sanctum right away. That's not that much better.
Your time has come.
Pull a one drop out.
Your time has come.
Fair.
For Arcanus.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Would you like to go?
Then fire mega explosion. Annihilation commencing. Synchronizing.
I'm going to be hit.
Interesting. While they have at least one reform in hand, let's try this.
Glimpse of your future.
Let's try for the reform.
Here's but a glimpse of your future.
I lost the time machine, but I got one of their reforms. And let's just go ahead and...
I should have taken a vacation ages ago. Annihilation commencing. Synchronizing.
Finally, I can rest in peace.
Go on, take a bite. Go on, take a bite.
Oh!
Have my revenge.
boom, I did get a progress. That was my second game. In my first game, I got just aggroed out by a time-ripping warlock. I drew 2 of those 10-cost Fabled trio very early. Not really much I could do that game, but this game, I mean, believe it or not, I think it was the time machine that came in clutch because it got me the discard card. And I think what happened was, once they saw that I was doing Protoss and they lost one of their reforms, I think they gave up. So this deck can work, and it only took 2 tries, so on average, I'm on track for 200 games. Honestly, though, that wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it would be to get a single win. Reform decks are out there, and making them discard a Reform, or overdrawing a Reform. Like, I've had it a couple of times where I've used a prize vendor and they've overdrawn a Reform and conceded. So, like, it can happen. So, there you go. Hopefully you have good luck with your attempts, whichever Fabled minion you choose to work with, and have a good one.